All right, so the first problem we are solving for lesson 50 is number 1, and I have 755, and I need to add it to 136, and so I'm going to do that. That's 11, 9, 8. And then it says 874 minus 635. So I'm going to subtract 635. I have to borrow. 14 minus 5 is 9, 6 minus 3 is 3, 8 minus 6 is 2. And then it says to add those two together, 239. So I'm going to add those, 10, 13, and 11. 1,130 is my answer. Excellent. All right, it says to estimate first, so I rounded this number to 60 and this number to 20 because I want to be able to do those in my head. And now I'm going to actually add them. 9, 8, put my decimal. 15, carry the 1. 7, 75, and 89 hundredths. All right, I have to add these numbers, but my denominators are not the same. And I cannot multiply this times something and get 5, or multiply something times 5 and get 8. So what I'm going to do is the quickest way, which is kind of like cheating, and that is just multiply the denominators together. So up here, I'm going to multiply this by 5 over 5, and guess what I'm going to do down here? Right, 8 over 8. All right, so now I have to multiply. Remember, this is multiplication first. 6 times 5 is 30. 8 times 5 is 40. 2 times 8 is 16. And 5 times 8 is 40. And then I'm going to add these together. 30 plus 16 is 46 over 40. And remember, when I have a denominator that's greater than when my numerator is greater than my denominator, I'm going to subtract one whole away and see what I'm left with. And I am left with 6/40. And so I'm going to turn this one whole into 1. So that'd be 1 and 6/40. I am not done. Now, if you have this answer and you left it, right now that's okay because we're just learning. If you went this step further, perfect. Or I also want us to be able to simplify. I'm going to see what is going to go into both 6 and 40. So what is a factor of 6 and a factor of 40? I know that it's 2. So my whole number is going to stay the same, but I'm going to divide. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 40 divided by 2 is 20. And now I have it in simplest forms, 1 and 3/20. I need to put these in order, and let's see, I'm going to put them in order from greatest to least. So as I'm checking, the same, 8 is the same as 8, this is little. So now I'm going to keep looking just at my top and my bottom. 0, 0, it's the same, 6, 8. I know that 8 is bigger, this is number 1, this would be 2, and that would be 3. Number 5, which polygon is a regular triangle? Remember, a regular triangle has same shape, regular triangle, all sides are the same, and angles are the same. If I look at this one, I can see that these angles are not the same as this angle. So I'm going to come over to D, where I can see all sides are the same, and all angles are the same. All right, I need to shade in 11 hundredths, so I shade in 11 of them. I write it as a decimal, 0.11. And they're asking you, how much greater is your tenths place than your hundredths? And it is 10 times. My tenths place is 10 times as big as my hundredths. Number 7, I am writing all my factors. And of course, my first one is 1 times 24. It's an even number, so I know 2 has to be there. 2 times 12. I'm going to look at 3, and I see that 3 times 8. I'm going to look at 4, and I see that 4 times 6. Now I come to my last, and all I have is a 5 in between my 4 and my 6. And I know that 5 is not a factor. So here are all my factor pairs. I am finding my tenths place, and I'm going to round it. My 5 tells me my 8 is going to go up 1. So it'd be 987 and 9/10. All right. I know that some of us do this different, but let's look at what I'm going to do. I need to multiply 4/5 6 times. So I'm going to color in 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's like saying 4/5 plus 4/5 plus 4/5 plus 4/5 plus 4/5 plus 4/5. That's what that means. 6 times 4/5 is saying add it 6 times. So I'm going to color in. That was 1 4/5. I'm done. Let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to keep adding them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that my mixed number is going to be done when I get it. So that was 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, up here 4. 4 of them. I have 2 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. And my last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm taking a look at how many holes I have. I have 3 holes. And what's left over? 4/5. So my answer should be 3 and 4/5. I'm sorry, I counted wrong. There's 4. Mrs. Carrison is not counting correctly. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 holes. All right, so my answer would be 4 and 4/5. All right, let's come over here. I'm going to solve this problem now, and I know I've made a mess in that square, but we needed more room. Number 10. It says choose the numerical expression that represents multiplying the sum of, sum means addition, 159 plus 833 by 6. We are multiplying this times 6. Okay, the sum of that. So this is what it would look like. And if I look, my answer would be B, 833 plus 159 times 6. All right, we are drawing at least 4 different lines of symmetry. I'm going to do the easy one right across, the other easy one up and down. And then, folks, we can do this and again like this. Just cut it like a pie. All of them would be symmetrical. Number 12, we are just multiplying. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 1 is 43. So 4,350. We are finding a shape where both shows both parallel and perpendicular sides. Parallel, remember, they are the same distance apart. Perpendicular, where they intersect, they create a 90-degree angle. So I'm looking for 90-degree angles, and the only shape I see is D that has a 90-degree angle. So 13, my answer is D. We're converting this equation, 250 divided by 50 equals G, into a multiplication problem. So G times 50 equals 250. I need to count how many 50s there would be, and that is 5. So I know that 5 times 50 equals 250. So my answer is G equals 5. It says to convert 142 pints to cups. I know that there are, let's look at this. I know for every pint, there are 2 cups. And so I would need to take my total and multiply it. I'm going to have more cups than pints because you need 2 cups to equal 1 pint. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 284 cups would be my answer. And it says, will the converted amount have more or fewer units than the original? It has to have more because there are 2 cups for every 1 pint. All right. It says Aaron and Eric are filling a tub to wash their puppy. The tub holds 15.5 gallons of water. Eric puts in 9.5 gallons, and then Aaron puts in 7.5 gallons. They want to know how much water did they put in the tub together, and did the tub overflow? Explain why or why not. Well, I know that 1/2 and 1/2 equal 1 whole. So I'm going to write it as a fraction, 2/2. And I know that 9 plus 7 is 16. And if I wanted to add these together, this would equal 17. My tub holds 15.5 gallons. And so, yes, it would overflow because the tub can only hold 15.5 gallons. Yes, it would overflow because the tub can only hold 15.5 gallons. All right. Very nice. If you have any questions, please ask now.